Yo, what's up, cuz? Listen, Grandma got a message today. She has a message for you. You could be of Latina, or the Latino community could be significant, because I was getting ready, to do my second message, and I said it out loud, abuela, and then I channeled. Okay, because I don't usually say that, and I believe, and I ain't even look it up, bitch, but I think the abuela is the granny, right? It's like this inner knowing. Okay, thank you, spirit. Also, right before I got on here, I heard somebody is trying to make you feel like you're not who you are. It's like you know who you are. But I then heard somebody's grandmother say that somebody is you. So somebody, I don't know, you might get chewed out today. You might get hugged. You might get loved. Or it might all be. It's all coming from a place of love. But we're going to do some ancestor messages, because Granny obviously got something she want to say. Okay, I'm getting feisty. I'm also getting strong. I'm seeing a strength card, as if this woman was very strong. She was literally like the glue to the family in whatever age she existed, because it's so necessarily got to be a grandmother that you know. This could be a grandmother that you don't know. Okay, I'm also getting this element of somebody's grandmother here could have dementia or Alzheimer's. This person is not here. They're gone. It's like they're not here. Okay. And spiritually, they are saying, thank you, keep going, I love you, you're doing great. But physically, this person may not even be able to recognize you, or you might be the only one that they can recognize. Okay, because something about you being the star or the light or the generational curse breaker. Okay, so take the energy how it resonates. I was called to use my mahogany deck and my ancestral hoodoo deck. So we're gonna get right into it. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I'm definitely speaking to someone that has a very angelic presence, or this is the presence of an angel around you. Your grandma. This person could have had an afro, or liked their hair. They wore natural hair. Okay. I'm also seeing cigarettes. This is definitely family. And you being the generational, literally doing things that the family were afraid of. And I split the deck on the 10 of coins. Heritage. I'm hearing homage. I'm also seeing feathers in a hat. So Native American lineage could be significant. Someone here, something's very intriguing or alluring about your eyes. When people look into your eyes, it's a bit uncomfortable, or it's a little scary, because it's like they can't recognize you. Everything else is irrelevant when they look in your eyes. It's something about a piercing energy. Really, it's God. It's consciousness. It's your ethereal spirit. But when they're able to catch a glimpse of it, it's kind of like, that analogy they say that God is too bright for you to see his face. That's what it's giving. It's like this energy that's hiding inside of you that is a replica or a piece of consciousness, a piece of what we call God. But it's hiding in your body, in this meat suit. And it can only be experienced by those people who on the frequency to experience it. Okay, it's reminding me of that message where I said your body is speaking a sacred language that only can be deciphered by the gods. I didn't just mean the gods outside of you. I meant the gods that walk beside you as well. Okay, daughter of six. This is reminding me of 6 of Wands and recognition. Okay, the channels are channeling. So we gonna get right into it. A card fell. What is this? You got John Horse. John Horse, I believe, is the Chariot card. No, it's not. I need to get my book. Where is it? John Horse. Yeah, the railroad. I knew that wasn't John Horse. Bingo. The Emperor. Oh my God. Okay. All right. It's giving I felt instantly like somebody walked in a room and they was like the king of the world or some shit. Literally. It's giving me the element of how people think that When Jesus come back, it's going to be this element of somebody coming out of the sky and his Savior. And no, it's about Christ consciousness. Okay? Somebody who walk in their element. I feel like your grandma is saying it's time for you to stop. Okay, I was finna be a little on it, but I'm getting this element of somebody's going through an elevation, an activation. You are being ushered into a new vortex, is what I just heard. And it's time for you to start acting like it. I can't help but to think that today's messages are running along the same theme. Okay? I'm even going to record my love message for Saturday because I'm having my grandma is coming over this weekend. So somebody could be getting a visit from their grandmother, or this is like maybe this weekend you're going to have a dream about your grandmother, or last weekend, or something here about communication to the spirit realm and your grandma showing up. This could even be her smell showing up in the house. Maybe you need to visit her grave or visit her home. This could be an animal that has the spirit of your grandmother that you have. I'm getting something significant about a cat. Okay, or every time that you take this cat to, yeah, it's still the same thing. Mi abuela. Somebody here, you took it really hard when this person left, okay, and my condolences. But the element of all of these, whatever this is giving butterflies. This is a spirit. Anytime you see an influx of a certain type of insect, depending on the insect, you will know whether it's a good spirit or a bad spirit. Like when I kept seeing them ladybugs, obviously it was a good spirit. Because I kept seeing the influx, and at the time I wasn't even opening my window and shit. Not the front, not this, the back window where I'm at. Anywho, that's besides the point. But somebody might experience seeing an influx of, I don't know, gnats for no reason, or influx of roaches for no reason. You know that it's a bad spirit. Okay? But you got John Horse. I also feel like there's a masculine that I'm speaking to, or someone who has carries masculine energy. You mostly live out your masculine energy if you are a woman. Okay, emperor, empire, building something, legacy, royalty, lineage. I'm hearing we date back to predated time. I keep also hearing numbers don't exist. It's just a human concept. Because you wouldn't be able to count the many lifetimes or how far back the bloodline goes. Something about Earth has been destroyed and rebuilt multiple times. Okay, in the Bible, they say something about a great flood. I'm hearing that's only one time, and I'm hearing it's not the first. I'm also hearing, too, it's not always the physical element that destroys the world. It's the frequency that the people on the world hold. I also just heard even the best things need to be redone or revisited or reconstructed to be better. Something about a different time. Someone here could have also served in the military of some sort. Navy Federal. The bank could be significant. Credit, the credit union. Someone here wants a loan, a line of credit for a business. I'm hearing access granted, and I'm seeing a key that's gold, and it's enriched by some sort of ethereal power being open. It's opening a door. It's like the only key that can fit this door. Something about a master key. You are the key that fits any door that you want to walk in. Something about self. Somebody's ancestors or grandmother is helping them to work on their self-concept. Leading you to the right people, the right affirmations, the right channels, the right pages, the right TikToks is what I'm hearing. Something about using something that's supposed to be against you to actually help you. Like doom scrolling. But at least if you're going to doom scroll, you're going to be ingesting information that can help you elevate. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And instantly when I opened this, I saw a powerful weapon. You are that powerful weapon. I also feel like your power can be used as a weapon. It depends on what side of the scale you want to be. Okay? Something about a clean slate could be significant for someone. Someone's name could be John. Johnny. I'm also hearing Joseph. I'm hearing Josefina. Joseph. Jesus. Okay, I'm definitely tapping into a Latino lineage. Okay, something about self-image could be significant. Getting yourself together, doing your hair, putting on a little makeup, you know, making yourself feel good. Something about if you look good, you feel good, or tapping into the frequency of beauty by dressing up on the outside, but not forgetting that beauty within, or not being so distracted by what it's supposed to look like on the outside that you forget the power within. Okay, take it how it resonates. I also want to say thank you guys so much for y'all love, for likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions. If you need everything is in the description box. Okay, Bible verses could be significant for someone. Okay, I'm hearing something about Christian and hoodoo, and how how back then, I'm hearing we used to hide our traditions in the traditions they tried to give us. It's literally what I heard. So using something that's meant to be a weapon for you as a tool. This is like fighting a system with the system. Once you know the laws, you can literally outlaw the law. That's why they say nobody's bigger than the law, because the law can also be used against the law. Something about police brutality could be significant for someone. Someone could have definitely experienced police brutality at the hands of a cop. And now I'm channeling something that my own grandmother told me. I actually had an uncle who experienced that, who was also in the military. Yo. I'm hearing you are the greats. Bringing me back to a message I just channeled when I said something about sitting among the greats. I am the greats. Oh, Spirit said this. Spirit, your grandma said the greats sit among you, baby. And it's not this element of you comparing. It's this element of you knowing who you are and you sitting with other people and attracting other people who know who they are. There's no such thing as jealousy or competition, because everybody is accepting themselves for who they are. Once you accept you for who you are, you ain't got no problem with accepting somebody else, because you didn't realize and rest with the fact that we are meant to be different. We are meant to be expressed different, and we on different frequencies. Your story and my story is not going to be different just because we can experience the same emotion. Something about trauma bonding could also be significant. I've been channeling this whole time. Somebody here channel messages really well. Okay. When John Horst appears in a reading, you are being advised to take charge of whatever is going on in your life. This is not the time for self-doubt or weakness of any kind. For if you indulge those emotions too long, you are certain to lose more than you can imagine. So this is about you claiming that empire that's already built for you. Already built means that it's already embedded in your DNA. It's not something that you can escape. But it can consume you if you don't sit with it, if you don't embody it. Consumption means you always feeling off balance, like you should be doing one thing and you shouldn't be doing something else. Example, maybe getting up for a job you know you don't want to go to. You fighting your lineage, you fighting your royalty, because your royalty, your spirit is telling you you belong somewhere else, but you forcing yourself to go where you're comfortable. Something about the comfort zone is going to be significant. 555 is significant. 777 is significant. I've been saying that a lot lately, and been seeing it a lot lately. Okay, I'm hearing when you see it, say something. I'm hearing Me Too, something about the Me Too movement. Sticking up for people, sticking up for the underdog. I also just heard you are the underdog that you need to stick up for. Grandma just got a whole lot of wisdom today. It's like she's been, I don't want to say she's been silent, but it's almost as if you haven't been hearing her. And right now I'm being used as I heard compass, something about leading you in the right direction, a journey. For somebody here, this is your first time listening to me. This is not a coincidence. That's what Granny just said. Excuse me. And usually when I do ancestor messages, I try to do the ancestors in general. No, grandma. The presence of grandma. I'm seeing a matriarch of different grandmothers. It's also reminding me of Moana and how her grandmother said, I'm always there. And she was a stingray because that was her favorite. She loved the water. She loved stingrays. And she said, anytime you see a stingray, that's me, baby. Okay, that could be significant. Somebody here was really close to the abuela. Somebody's missing their grandmother. It's reminding me of a song that Megan made when she was paying homage to her mother. And she couldn't help but break down in the middle of her performance because she was missing her mother. I almost feel like I want to tear up. But after the other day, baby, ain't no way I'm finna keep getting on the internet. I'm just playing. I ain't judging myself. I'm just fucking around. All right. The odds may be tough, but John Horst teaches us that no matter how great the odds are against you, victory is still achievable. May the odds forever be in your favor. Add that to your affirmations. The evens are due. They're meant for you. May the odds forever be in your favor. So no matter what, it could be 101 against you and you won. There's still a percentage for a win. But it's based off your beliefs. Do you believe? That's just like a raffle. When you enter a raffle, it's so many odds up against you winning, but it's still a possibility that you could win. Can you channel the frequency of winning? Can you embody that win? Because once you recognize and embody that frequency, it's you. Okay? It says, when this card comes up, there is simply no other course of action but to get organized and then charge full steam ahead. However, John Horst is also reminding you that even the greatest warriors require support. So there's this element of you being open to receive support as well. I also feel like there's an energy of a lot of support coming towards you, a lot of angelic support. I've been speaking a lot about someone gaining new angels, new ancestors. Something about your help is being regenerated. It's bringing me back to what I said, where it's like, even if a foundation is solid, sometimes it still need to be broken down so that way it can be built upon more stronger or reorganized. It's like back in the day, they may have had a certain concrete or a certain wood that was building houses, but now that we've evolved, they may have found something that's stronger. So does it mean that because it's giving like it was strong for the time it needed to be, and now it's time for some new strength? Okay. I also feel like something about your money, your currency, your communication. An altar could be significant. Someone may need to refresh it or clean it or do something in general. Even if that means that you are the altar and you allow the ancestors to live through you. Okay? And also be mindful. You don't want just anybody, coming to live through you. Because you go to picking up habits that you may have never had. Okay? Or you can just make an altar and give them what you want. Okay? What they want. Whatever. Okay, it's the thought that counts. It says he is telling you that you may increase your chance of winning by having the right spiritual teachers in your corner. Did I not just mention how the right things are coming on your algorithm so that way you can be fed and not be fed on? Okay. Thank you, Granny. Thank you, Grandma. Listen, I'm taking it. And I'm taking it. These sticks are no longer burdens. They're tools to build another foundation. Wood. Something about your perspective here. And there goes the mother of basket. This person could have been a water sign. Okay. The earth card, the world card also reminds me of the 4 fixed signs. And baby, I think one is a Leo. Listen, don't quote me. Look it up. All right. It ain't no you should be regurgitating anything. If I tell you something, make sure you look it up. Because I'm not always right. But am I wrong, though? You get it? Okay, I'm hearing riddle me this. Something about your ability to be able to break down certain concepts. Somebody here is really intelligent. Okay. Let's see. Give me 2 more of these cards, and then we're going to move on to the tarot and see what's going. Okay. Something about it's your time to shine. Something about a spiritual bath and spiritual protection is significant. You got the 7 of baskets. Options. It's bringing me back to some sort of illusion you may be putting on yourself. Telling yourself you're not good enough when you're more than enough. Sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie could be significant. Apple pie, blueberry pie. Someone here sold pies or loved pies. I'm seeing a cherry pie as well. I also am hearing penny loafers back then when they actually had the penny in the loafers. Okay. Style. I'm hearing congregation. Church could have been significant for someone here. Getting ready for church. Easter Sunday could be significant. Someone's here grandmother had a lot of colorful church outfits, suits, hats. I'm getting that heavy, and I'm seeing a different day. And every day she's spotty is what I just heard. I ain't heard that word in so long. Well, you spotty, ain't you? That's some country shit right there, okay? So the country could be significant for somebody. All right. And then you got the Son of Sticks. Somebody here could have a child here that could be like have an extra chromosome, be on the autistic spectrum, or I'm hearing epilepsy. Something here. You could have been crying recently about help. Somebody here has a child where it's like, because of what you've been through, you're very protective over this child, but this child may have some sort of I don't want to call it a disability, even though that's what it can feel like. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like epilepsy where you have to change diapers and stuff like that. But this element of you can't do it all alone. Allow somebody to help you, or hiring someone, or this element of with this Emperor card and this Ace of Coins with the World card, you getting some sort of finances to help you have options to take care of this child. Or this could even be you. This child could like lizards. This could be an air sign child. Have air in their big 3. I'm also getting non-verbal. This person is very verbal with their actions. They could move a lot. This could even be a child that has ADD or ADHD as well. There's something here that you might need help with, or need some sort of diagnosis. I'm hearing parenthood. I'm just seeing somebody be very emotional because they need some type of help here. There could be an absence of the father, or this person is just not, Somebody could even be thinking about how they love their kids, you know, and this don't necessarily mean that the child has to be disabled, right? But they wish they would have made a better choice on the father. Somebody here could also be experiencing a father that's actually there for their child. And you might be reminiscing and saying, you know, I hate that we couldn't work. Something about a family, love. Something about love here. Family, togetherness. Childhood, the way you saw love be, the way love was taught to you. Somebody here got to unlearn love to love it again, and not allow, and I just saw 444 in the timer, 2444, right? Not allow this, what you've been through, to create this thing in your heart where you feel like you don't deserve it or something like that. For somebody here, that's like one of your main focuses, right? You probably get too lost into the idea of being loved by another person, forgetting that you also embody that frequency and you deserve to give it to yourself as well. We usually don't okay, we got the 7 of Wands. Yeah, this is giving me somebody who's working hard, a forced strength. But how are you seeing it, though? It also depends on perspective. I also feel like Spirit is saying, your grandma is saying you're working hard at something that you don't want to do. When you have the support of something that you do, it's just a matter of doing it. The money is going to come. You're going to be supported even if you can't see it, with this garden that's represented as the World card. It's reminding me of infinity. The universe is abundant. It's so many people and so many opportunities that can happen in this world for you to be right on time for that opportunity. But you in another place. I don't know why this analogy of the job is coming back up. You in another place, missing out on the opportunities that's owed to you if you were just walking in your purpose. Sometimes your life purpose is to just live. Why do we overthink and think that we just got to have this magical gift and spread it across the world, when sometimes we came here to just experience what life feel like, to have a soft life, and to be on that frequency of what a soft life is means that the universe is going to give you just that. Is written in your DNA to have. It's something that can't escape you unless you choose to go a different route. And even then, it don't escape you because you're not happy. You just don't know what it is. You don't know what you got to what it is, and then you got to think, okay, gifted. I'm not saying if you don't have a gift, you can't spread it with the world. But sometimes, I don't think it'd be as deep as we think. I think that's what your grandmother is saying here. Like, maybe you've been overthinking something, thinking way too much about something that's not worth. It's not worth the thoughts. It's not worth the weight. It's not worth the stress. What's crazy is you fighting something that's beneath you. But this card it talks about protection, being protected from something. But this is you standing on the top of a hill, fighting something that's beneath you that couldn't touch you even if you put the sticks down. It's like you're fighting yourself, or you fighting. I just keep getting this element of you fighting something that's not there, because you are. I don't know. I don't really know how to put it. Yeah, something about your emotions and your passions, and how your emotions is directly correlated to your attraction. What do you have juggling back and forth in your mind? Somebody, you want to do something, and I feel like I'm literally seeing your grandmother with this Fool card, right? Where did I see it? This person on the Fool card. Instead of bingo, thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna just use this box, right? This person look ready and happy. Don't give a fuck if they walk off the cliff. This person is like trying to fight walking off the cliff, trying to fight this new beginning, trying to fight this connection. Sometimes we don't even realize we're fighting our connection with God when we're battling ourselves. Imagine somebody else coming up against you and they don't know that they fighting what they can't see, but you doing the same old thing to yourself, fighting something that you can't see and you can't escape. I'm literally seeing somebody fight the air, like, and it's not funny, but it's giving, like, I don't know why I'm seeing it, like, a person blindfold and they fight in the air, and all they got to do is take the blindfold off and they'll see that there ain't nothing there. I also feel like they put this lifestyle on me for you to see the lighter side of life. It don't always got to be as complicated as you making it be. Okay? Somebody here, your wardrobe style is significant. I'm channeling off this fool card, or the fool on the front of this box. Okay, but I'm literally seeing, I keep hearing my abuela push you off the cliff, and then look over the cliff to see you falling. But the thing about it is, grandma already knows that you're gonna gain your wings, or something about you realizing that you have wings. And then once you realize that they behind you, you go up there and be like, Grandma, why would you do that? And Grandma's laughing. It's reminding me of Moana. It's reminding me of Moana. It's like, baby, what you scared of? You was chosen. They chose you. You know what's in you. The parents was afraid. Because her father also had a calling. But he allowed whatever his experience was when following that calling, hold him back, or it was this element of them going over. Because I remember they used to fish, but they didn't go past a certain point. Come to find out, in Moana 2, the ancestors did go past that point because they were travelers of the sea. But something traumatic happened, and they just stopped doing it. So they trained their kids to stop doing it, and they trained their kids to stop doing it, and it just became a generational setback. I wouldn't even call it a curse, but she was born and her DNA remembered it, and she couldn't help but to do what her DNA was telling her to do. She was the one that was awakening. It's making me even think about what generational curses are. Are they curses, or are they setbacks? You can call it a curse because you feel disconnected from it, and it's supposed to be a part of you, and maybe even somebody else is using your power against you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, this could be in everyday life, or this could be on some government shit, okay? Let's just move forward. I'm going to get a few more of these cards, and I'm going to find me something to eat. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get my videos for the weekend out the way so I can spend some time with my granny. Okay. And I'll see y'all next week. On Monday. Or maybe late after. Noon Sunday. Yeah, somebody's on the precipice of something. It's like, I'm hearing you closer than you think, or it's closer than you think. This could have something to do with money, but it's like you looking for this money to come from somewhere physical instead of tapping into that frequency of wealth that's there. The reason I'm able to explain this, like, I know what I'm talking about because I've experienced, so I do know what I'm talking about. The moment that I start embodying the frequency of money, not a projection, not a spell work, not nothing, came against me being on that frequency, because it's me. And that don't mean I got $1 million in my bank account. That just means that whenever I need something or want something, that resource is going to be available. That means that it can even come free. Money don't always have to buy everything. Money and wealth is two different things. I'm telling y'all something. Sometimes you can look like money. Women literally get dressed up and use their beauty as their currency because that's what it's supposed to be used for. And when you don't recognize or understand that, you can't match that frequency. That's why you got some men that recognize that. Not even that. A real man knows that investing in women is how he get investments from God. Because it's through the woman. She has the universe inside of her. She multiplies everything. she gives birth. So this is not just a physical thing. The sperm deposit to create a child. A man he poured into the woman, and she gave him an extension of himself physically that also works in the spiritual realm. So I could be talking to a man here as well. So this don't necessarily mean you got to invest in outside women. This is like investing in your sisters, investing in your mother, investing in the women that hips cracked for you to be here. This could even, I'm even speaking to somebody where it's like you probably haven't channeled or talked to your grandma in a while. Maybe you feel embarrassed by something. Maybe you feel like they're not agreeing with what you got going on. I don't know what it is. But you don't just got one grandma in the land. If you got an ancestor that don't support what you do, then that ancestor just don't support what you do. Don't invite that ancestor around you, because then you will start manifesting that energy. Invite those around you that you may not even know that support what you're doing, because there's a part of you that's tapping into them, and it's being channeled through you. Okay? Somebody here, it's time for you to take action on this podcast. It's time for you to take action on this YouTube channel. It's time for you to take action on that business you've been sitting on. It's time for you to take action on that book. Because as long as you sit in this energy of not taking action, everything will always feel dead. You're going to always feel like you're looking at other ships in the distance. The possibility, but not for you. When your soul is begging for expansion. Whoever I'm speaking to, you getting the downloads. Literally, I can't make this shit up. You getting the downloads. You got the spiritual help. Move accordingly, baby. With that being said, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully this message helped you in some type of way. Thank you for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions. And I will see you in the next experience. Wait, Spirit told me to pull some of the angel number cards for some reason. All right, and I heard pull 3. Okay. And I just heard somebody say, stop starving yourself. It's a difference between fasting and starving, because it's the mindset. When you go in and you're restricting yourself from certain things, they also say it's deeper than just food. Like you starving yourself for something you know your spirit want. Like what we've been talking about this whole time. The back of these cards got constellations, their natal chart, your will, your cosmic blueprint is significant. It's ready to be expressed. 8888, okay? Abundance, prosperity, strength, harmony, confidence, wealth, empowerment, an epic romance. Okay. Let's see. I'm smelling somebody's perfume here. Your perfume combination. This could be a grandmother, or this could be you. Okay. Let's see. Something's heating up. It's way warmer than I would like it in my space right now. Okay. And it's more than likely because of this candle. I could be speaking to a what? I was gonna say hyperfixed, a fixed sign. Okay, or I was gonna say speaking to a fire sign. Phone is dying, Spirit. Okay. You want me to intuitive pull? Because baby, I'm ready to get this over with. I need to go eat. Okay. Spirit, okay, you came back around. 1717. They told me to pull it. I shuffled. It came back to the front. It says independence, purpose, solitude, growth, healing, and aspiration. I'm not sure. Oh, this says drama alert. Okay. Take a few deep breaths and turn your focus inward. You need time to reflect and consider your options. Wow. Bro, this is so synchronistic. I've been talking about that the whole time. And look, you got the 7 of Cups. All right, let me move forward. Rely on your inner strength and trust that you're moving in the right direction. What may seem like a pause in inactivity is simply a natural part of your journey. Okay. Divine, you could be seeing 1144 is represented as high vibes. It says divine blessings. I'm sorry. I usually say bliss because bliss talks about happiness. I don't know. It's just something about that word. And I know I can transmute it and make it my own. That's my own trauma to deal with. Moving forward. Divine blessings, abundance, grand opportunities, synchronicity, faith, life purpose, soul is calling. We mentioned life purpose. And sometimes your purpose is just to live and have fun and be free. It's not about saving the world. We have gifts that help people, but they really for ourselves. It's reminding me of that message that I just channeled, where I said that your energy is the color, life is the canvas, and you are the art. It's about your experience, expressing your energy. Your energy is what add the color, the life, to the canvas. Your body is the gateway for your soul to have a physical experience. Your body is also the imagination of consciousness. It is art. Do you hear the trees? The trees, what? So somebody got a connection to the trees, baby. Okay, ancient knowledge is significant. Nature is significant, but I was saying the birds. I also saw the ancestor bird the other day. That red bird, I don't know. It might be a falcon. I don't know. But y'all know what red bird I'm talking about. The ancestor bird. I keep hearing blue jay as well. So somebody's favorite color could be blue. Throat chakra could be significant. Your name could be J or start with a J. Okay, or you could have a sibling. All right. It says love, joy, and new happiness are just around the corner waiting for you. What's coming in is beyond anything you've imagined. A rare opportunity or an exciting encounter with like-minded souls will far exceed your expectations. Trust that something incredible is on the way. Somebody is about to win in love. But the only reason you're about to get this win in love is because you realize that you were the love. Or this is like the moment you realize something. Here go everything that you ever wanted. Okay. And then I got 141. It says unique skills, life goals, purpose, mastery, integrity, career growth, ambition, focus, important projects. This is a time for intense self-development. Focus on refining your craft. Ooh, is that not powerful? I was talking about refinement. I'm sorry. I'm getting so caught up in the fact that everything is just confirming. This is like reminding you that all you got to do is take the first step. Sometimes you don't have to understand why you're taking that first step. This is your grandmother. Just take it and watch us support everything else. Sometimes those moves in that direction that you think you went down that was wrong or was bad was exactly the stepping stool that you needed to become, to embody you. Okay? It says, this is a time for intense self-development. Focus on refining your craft. You already have everything you need to succeed, but consistent practice will make you a true master. Use this time to align with your purpose and level up in your career or business. It's time to prioritize growth and achievement. Hey, baby. You heard what Granny said. Don't make her pull out her switch now, okay? I heard you are protected, you are loved, and I will see you guys in the next experience. Peace.